Ripley syndrome is a term used to describe a pattern of compulsive lying in which a person fabricates stories, identities, or achievements, and may eventually come to believe those falsehoods as reality. The name comes from the character Tom Ripley in Patricia Highsmith's novel, The Talented Mr. Ripley, who constructs elaborate deceptions to assume a more glamorous life. Although widely used in popular media, Ripley syndrome is not an official psychiatric diagnosis in standard diagnostic manuals. At its core, Ripley syndrome involves more than occasional exaggeration. Many people embellish stories to impress others, but in this pattern the deception becomes habitual and deeply embedded in the person's identity. The individual may invent academic degrees, career successes, social connections, or personal histories. Over time, the boundary between truth and fiction can blur, making the fabricated narrative feel authentic to the person telling it. Psychologically, this behavior is often linked to low self-esteem, insecurity, or an intense desire for recognition. When reality feels insufficient or disappointing, constructing an alternative self-image can provide temporary relief. The imagined identity may offer admiration, status, or sympathy that the person struggles to obtain honestly. In this way, the behavior functions as a coping mechanism, albeit a maladaptive one. Social and cultural pressures can also contribute. In competitive environments where success is highly valued, individuals may feel driven to present themselves as exceptional. The fear of rejection or failure may intensify the impulse to fabricate achievements. Once lies are told, the need to maintain consistency can lead to further deception, creating a self-perpetuating cycle that becomes difficult to escape. Ripley syndrome is sometimes associated with related psychological concepts such as pathological lying, pseudologia fantastica, or certain personality traits found in narcissistic or antisocial patterns. However, not everyone who lies frequently fits into a specific personality disorder. Each case must be understood within its broader emotional and social context, and careful professional evaluation is essential. The consequences of such behavior can be severe. Relationships may deteriorate once the deception is uncovered, leading to loss of trust and social isolation. Professional reputations can collapse, and legal problems may arise if the fabrications involve fraud. Moreover, maintaining an elaborate web of lies can produce significant anxiety and internal conflict, as the individual constantly fears exposure. In conclusion, Ripley syndrome refers to a pattern of compulsive, identity-based deception driven by psychological insecurity and a desire for validation. Though not an official clinical diagnosis, it highlights the complex interplay between self-image, social pressure, and truthfulness. While the fabricated world may provide temporary comfort, it often leads to deeper emotional and relational harm. Understanding its roots with empathy rather than simple condemnation is essential for meaningful support and change.